on, Readers A Play back with another solo fun. Today we're looking at the game Pocket Aquarium from Mark Tuck, designed by Mark Tuck, and self-produced by himself under the Tuck Games brand. And it's a solo-only game. Very cool. It comes in this little kind of a packet envelope thing. Very nice colors and artwork. There's all sorts of rules around it. Because here it's a fissy, puzzly solitaire game where you're trying to create the most harmonious aquarium with fish of the same species swimming together and all the aquarium features in the right place. It comes with 18 cards, 12 fish cards, 4 of each of 3 species, 4 special cards, 1 fish food card, and 1 chips, the cat. And also, I got some expansions, which is Aquarium Castle and Aquarium Goldfish, which comes with more cards, which we're not going to be using, but just wanted to show that. And here, on this side, you got a nice little information on the different fish that are in this game, which is really cool. And then inside, you got the rules. So you got solo only. You got chips, what you're going to use. He's going to act as a timer. You're going to have cards laid out in a 4x4 grid. And chips is going to start on one side and he's going to go all the way around. Once he gets back to the other end, that's the end of the game. There's a little timer, double-sided. He's kind of the same on both sides, except this side he's looking down. This side he's like rolling his eyes. They all do the rolling eyes one. You also have this, which is fish food, which you can add. It's only one-sided. You can use this once per game to basically swap any 2 cards of your choice wherever you want. That's a pretty powerful card. And then you have all the other cards. You got different types of fish. Like this yellow one, this red one, and this blue one. As it indicates here, you will score points in a couple of different ways. One is if you have a school of fish, which is 3 or 4 fish, same kind, all facing the same direction, and all orthogonally adjacent. And the other one is a shoal, which is, you can see 2, 3, 4 fish that are the same, but they're not going in the same direction. So that's just a shoal. And they cannot be diagonal. They have to be adjacent to each other. In the game, you'll see the cards have different things on them. Like this is swap 2 cards that are adjacent diagonally. So if I had these 2 here, I could swap them. This is basically take 1 card, swap the card with any card in the corner, any corner card. So, if the 1 card is in the corner, I could swap this with it. This is swap a card with the card next to it, adjacent to it. So if this was next to it, I could swap those 2. And there's also, like this, adjacent above or below. You can swap those. This guy's upside down apparently. There's a corner one. And then you got these ones. This one, when you play it, you're going to push a whole row down and take whatever's on the bottom and put it back on top. And then there's one here that's the same, except you're pushing to the left or right, and they're different from one side to the other. So this one pointing to the right, this side's pointing to the left. This one's pointing down, this side's pointing up. Now there are 4 special cards in here. That's the most important cards. A couple of them anyways. Because you need to get them in certain places. Let me just make sure everything is facing the right way. Now, the fish on these special cards don't count as a school or a shoal or anything like that. They're just unique. This one can just be anywhere in the aquarium, so it doesn't really matter too much. This one will have to be either in the top right or the top left corner. This is the filter for the aquarium, so you want it to be up top. You got this snail who wants to be either somewhere in the right column or the leftmost column. And this one used to be somewhere on the bottom. It's just a little plant thing. So you're going to take these cards, mix them up. Let me mix up the special cards in there. You can shuffle them up. You can flip some over. Do some more shuffling. You know, maybe flip some more over. Just mix everything up really good. And then you're going to deal them out into a 4x4 grid. Oops. Yeah, I had that one first. So Chips is going to start up here in the top corner. On your turn, you're going to do one of two things. A, you're going to use one of these actions to move some cards. B, you can flip any card around. So maybe if I wanted to get this one facing the same direction as these, I would flip it over. For now, let's focus on trying to get things where they need to be. This needs to be all the way over here. So that's slightly problematic. This one needs to be up here. This one doesn't matter, just goes wherever, and this one needs to be on the bottom. So let's see what we can do here. So this one lets me swap with any corner card, but I don't know what you do if it is in the corner. What I'm going to do first, I guess, as to point out, you cannot do the same thing twice in a row either. I don't know if that goes with flipping cards, but at least doing the actions. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one and push everything down. So this is going to come down this way, and this one is going to go back to the top. And Chips is going to move on around. He's looking for his dinner, perhaps. Remember, we do have the fist food that I can use to swap any two cards, I do believe. Actually, there is another thing I just noticed here. Chips' starting position will depend on the initial positions of the aquarium cards. For each school or so with 3 fists or more, you will move him one distance. So if I rewind, let's go back to how we had it, just to make sure we're doing okay. So we do have a soul here, a free card, so we're going to have to move him over one to start. So to start, you look to see if you have any schools or soul of 3 or more fists. You move them over once. That's where we're starting. So then I did this action. I moved everything down one. And he's going to move along again. So slight disadvantage there for us because of that starting position. What am I going to do next? Yeah, this is... I don't have the cards in the best positions, but... let me swap these two for their action. So again, you can flip a card on your turn or use a card's action and move Chips 1 card distance. For this other card here, the food, let's see if I can find that. Very quickly, I apologize. I should point out as well, I might have already goofed up, but you're not supposed to flip any card that is in the same row or column as chips. Now this, I could put above or beside a column or row to swap some cards in there. Is the way that works. But not if chips is there. On your next turn, you could swap top card of that column with any of the free cards below. So I could swap this one with any free cards. But playing this food card costs me 2 actions, so chips would move twice. So I'm not going to do that, not yet anyways. So I can't use any of these, but I can, swap with one of those if I wanted to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to swap with these two. Chips going to move. I can't touch anything here now. Still need to get this all the way over here. So let me swap these two. Now, as to point out when I did that swap, I cannot use this action again immediately. I didn't mention that or make that clear. I think I moved chips. I think what I'm going to do is use this one to push everything over. Hope I'm doing this okay. The thought process is now I can swap these two, get this on the bottom where it needs to go. Now I'm going to use this one to swap with this corner. Chips isn't blocking it, so I can use it. He was blocking me from using the one that was there. So we swapped that corner one. Not quite sure how that helps me. I'm going to use this one to swap these two. Now I will use this one to swap these two and get that one on the top row at the very least. Then I can sub these over. I'm going to have to do that a few times to get that one where I need it, but might be able to do that. Shoot. Let me swap these two. And we'll move chips over here. We're almost out of time. We're not going to be able to complete this mission, I don't think. I'm going to use this one to push everything over this way, which does move this into the correct location. And then I just need to get this one over here somehow in 2 moves. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh, what am I going to do? Excuse me. I had to double check something here. Yeah, I believe I could only swap this like this. Doesn't do me a lot of good. Well, I'm going to sub everything over here, see if I can make something happen. I got like one more turn here, I believe. Yeah, once he's back up above this first column, he's completed his journey. That will be the end of the game. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to do this the way the cards are, unfortunately. I guess theoretically what I could do is flip this one. And now I can use this ability to do this. So I did make it. Woo. So that's the end of the game. We made it back to the top, back to where we started. Remember, we did move them over based on schools or souls, just one card over. So anyways, now we can score the points and see how we did. And, well, actually there's no points. There is points, sorry. The scoring, if any of the special cards are not in the correct position, you lose the game. This one needs to be on the top right, it's good. This one needs to be on the left, it's good. This one needs to be on the bottom, it's good. This one can be anywhere, so it's good. So we win the game. We're going to score points now. The points are, you're going to get points for every school, depending on how many cards is in that school, how many fists is in that school, and souls, depending on how many of are as well. And the Harlequin was Boras, which I believe, I'm not sure which one that is, honestly. It says, oh, the Harlequin was Bora. That is this one. So this one's going to score you points based on what is next to it. That is the Harlequin was Bora. And that one will score you points. 2 points per school if the reservoirs are swimming in the same direction. 1 point per school if the reservoirs are swimming in the opposite direction, and just 1 point per soul. And they have to be orthogonally adjacent. So I do have these 3 here. I do have the soul. So that's going to score me 1 point. That's all I'm going to get for these ones. So if I had somehow moved these ones over somewhere else, it would have scored me more points. But I get 1 for that. We're going to get, I didn't have time to flip anything over. We're going to get 2 points for this school of 2 fists. They're facing the same direction, so there's school, so that's 2 points. So that's 3 points. These ones are soul. It's going to be 5 points. This one's going to be 3 points, so that's 8, 10, 11. And another soul is another 5, that's 16 points. I believe that's all we get. If you have less than 28, which we did, you lose. Water pity. What you really want to have is 28 or more. 33 is perfect. 31 to 32 is fantastic. 28 to 30 is commendable. Commendable. So we lost. So it's a little bit tricky. You have to try to really work at it to figure out what you want to do, what's going to go where, what you're going to flip. I didn't flip anything. I flipped 1 card. Just gave us an extra point or whatever, but yeah. We did get everything where we wanted, but we didn't win because we didn't get enough points, so that kind of sucks. I needed a school of 4 fists to get a lot of points. A school of 4 fists is 9 points, 3 fists is 6, 2 fists is 4, so is 7 points for 4 fists, 5 points for 3 fists, or 3 points for 2 fists. And this is only worth 1 point for the soul. This does not count because it's not. It doesn't count. It's not a school or a soul. I don't think it counts. Even if it did, it was only 2 more points. So yeah, my Aquarium is not very harmonious. It is what it is. It's a pretty cool little game. Nice quality components, linen finish, uh, and pretty simple rules. I got this from GameCrafted.com, where you can order it and they print it and ship it out to you. A pretty good deal. He has some other really nice games there as well you can check out. And that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time with more Soul Sundays. See ya. Have fun by yourself. See, you can do that.